All right, so let's take the 4Runner on a test drive. So what I love about this, that push button start, you don't have to sit there and hold it down on some other push buttons. That one just starts up right away. Seatbelt, bam, everything clicks, works right in place and such. Get the map up here. Let's get in the drive. We're gonna take this out and take a quick little spin here. Gonna jump up on the interstate and just kind of show you how this thing feels up on the interstate and everything. But one of the first things I always notice about any vehicle is nothing's rattling, nothing's shaking or anything like that. It is as tight as the day it left Japan. Back, you know, hey, 6 years ago, this thing left the factory out of Japan in 2011. But everything's tight on it. AC's working properly. All of our power windows and stuff functioning properly. You know, it's got that auto up feature, which I love. Is, you know, you just hit that, and the windows just power themselves up and everything. Rear window, my favorite in the Toyota 4Runner, goes down. Look at that thing, man. Up and down feature is just awesome in this vehicle. Moonroof sliding properly like it's supposed to. Everything functions like it normally should, as you would expect. But the funny thing is, a lot of these things fail, these little components and stuff like that. We're gonna buzz up here on the interstate, and when we get up to cruising speed, here I'm gonna tell you guys, switch to the very best that the sound mic will allow, just to kind of hear what this thing sounds like when you're going over the transitions on the interstate, going over the bumps and everything like that. But said nothing shaking, nothing rattling. You know, driving the radio off because we want to really hear what the vehicle's doing. A lot of people will jump in a car and they want to listen to the radio. Listen to the radio if you're considering buying a vehicle. Listen to the radio when the vehicle's parked. But here, right now, what you want to listen to is a smooth transition of the transmission, which you just did, going from third gear to fourth gear. Just shifts nice and smooth. You know, going over all the transitions on the interstate, nothing's rattling. I've been in other cars that different manufacturers that this little overhead console right here starts to shake and rattle. Something in the dash starting to shake and rattle. You know, but as I said, just driving this vehicle up on the interstate, doing, you know, basically 60 miles an hour at cruising speed, setting the cruise control, letting it go. I mean, this thing just drives. My hands are off the wheel. We're just going straight down the road. It just drives so well. I've even tapped the brake just because I didn't want to run into the vehicle in front of us. But just as far as its drivability, it drives awesome. It's what I like about 4Runner is actually one of the it doesn't really have that much of a blind spot or anything like that in it, which a lot of SUVs do. But the course of this video is actually just really to focus on how well this vehicle, after 100,000 miles, 6 years of driving, you know, up and down from Florida to Tennessee, wherever else this vehicle has gone to, it's held together so well. It's just built amazing. And I just absolutely love driving a Toyota 4Runner. I would strongly recommend, if you're ever considering buying a Toyota 4Runner, and it's a few years old, if it has over 100,000 miles, don't be scared of it. Don't be afraid. If you want, take it to your mechanic. Have your mechanic look at it. If it makes you feel better, preferably bring it to a Toyota dealership. You know, just say, hey, I want to know what the condition of this vehicle is. And a lot of times you'll find that everything in the vehicle is as tight as it was from the day it left the factory. You know, everyone's going to recommend, you know, some filters and stuff like that to be changed, which comes with the territory if you're bringing it to the dealership. But at the end of the day, vehicle's awesome. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to thank somebody in uniform.